Republican Congressman Mike Lawler's re-election campaign is in high gear as he faces a tight race against former New York Representative Mondaire Jones. The latest polls show the candidates neck and neck, with Lawler holding a slim lead.
Yeah, the high-stakes battle to represent the Hudson Valley District could play a big role in which party takes control of the House next year. Representative Mike Lawler joins us now. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so your race, some big implications here. Are you surprised that it's been this tight right now up to this point?
No, look, this is a district that has 80,000 more Democrats than Republicans. Joe Biden won it by 10 points 4 years ago. It's home to the Clintons and George Soros, so by no means a Republican bastion. But I feel very good about where we are with 13 days to go. We've been rated the fourth most bipartisan member of Congress. I've passed 10 bills, 5 of which have been signed into law. Compare that to Mondaire Jones, who rated 381st in bipartisanship and passed 1 bill to rename a post office. My opponent was a proud socialist. He aligned himself with AOC and the squad, voted with them 97+% of the time, supported defunding the police, cashless bail, called cops racist and white supremacist, believed in open borders, wanted to decriminalize border crossings and allow blanket amnesty for criminal aliens. So he's not somebody whose policy positions align with this district. And I feel very good about where we are in this campaign with 13 days to go.
This is a deeply purple district, and you're seen to be taking somewhat of a moderate approach to issues in the district. So what are some of the issues that voters care about the most?
The issues that are impacting everybody, the affordability crisis. When you go to the grocery store, the gas station, you get your utility bill, your mortgage or rent bills, everything is up astronomically higher than it was just 4 years ago. The migrant crisis, which obviously has had a tremendous impact on New York with its sanctuary state and sanctuary city policies, the right to shelter. New York spending billions of dollars of taxpayer money to provide free housing, healthcare, clothing, food, and education to illegal immigrants. And of course, what's happening around the globe, and in particular, the situation in the Middle East. My district has one of the largest Jewish communities in America. People are deeply concerned about what is happening and obviously anti-Semitism here in America. And I'm proud of the fact that I have led on this issue, passing the Special Envoy for the Abraham Accords Act with Richie Torres, a progressive Democrat from the Bronx, the SHIP Act and the Iran-China Energy Sanctions Act to take on the illicit oil trade between China and Iran that is funding Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and other terror networks in the region.
I want to bring this closer to home, though, because you were talking to people of the 17th District, and they're saying that they're focused on pocketbook issues. So maybe you could, mention 3 things that you'd do for people in your district to put more money in their pocketbook than they do have right now.
Well, number 1, lift the cap on salt. It's my top priority. I put a bill in to do that. Unfortunately, every single New York Democrat voted against that bill when it was on the floor. Number 2 is rein in spending. That's what gave us the record inflation. Mondaire Jones increased spending by $5 trillion during his 2 years in Congress. We cannot continue to print new money and borrow at those rates. So we have reined in federal spending by $2.1 trillion over the next decade and capped federal spending at 1% moving forward, but there's more work to be done. And finally, we have to increase domestic production of energy. When you don't have a good energy policy, it jacks up the cost of everything from manufacturing to construction to transportation. We need to increase domestic production, reduce the cost of energy, reduce your utility bills, bring down the cost of construction. We have a housing crisis in this country. We're 6.5 million units underbuilt. All of these are interconnected, and we have to have a coherent policy on the fiscal side as well as on an energy side.
All right, Mike Lawler, we appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.